Christus, Creamvase, Azantes, welcome video lovers. Welcome to Tech Nerd 1.0. Adventures, we'll get to this short. I don't want to preamble too much here. This is a Crosman 1377. This is called the American Classic, and this is obviously a pellet rifle. This is a 1.7 pellet rifle, and this is a very old one. Not sure when the date is, but it is an older one, as you can see, has seen better days. Now, I have gotten it. Now it won't seem to hold any air now. I think when I get it indoors, because I'm in a very cold garage right now, when I get it indoors and it gets warmed up, it will seem to fire. Let's try it now and know that there is nothing in here. So yeah, it won't. And I don't know if that's because of the temperature. I have done a little research. I have been told that it is the pump cup, I believe it's called, is what the primary problem is here. And this one, just to explain, I have one of these that I've had on my channel before in the 22 variety. And this is the 177. So this, I believe, will also shoot BBs. I probably will get a bunch of people saying not to do that because it will ruin the rifling, but I don't think they were rifling the barrels of these at that point. I don't believe this one has a rifled barrel, so I don't think it would matter. So either way, I found this actually came from my father. He's no longer using it, and it came in a bunch of stuff that he gave me from my garage. So I think I wanted to just include it maybe in this EDC bag I'm currently building, but it obviously right now it's not working. So we have to do something with it. So I just went ahead and I ordered this kit. Take a look at this, and then we're going to see if we can somehow fix this. Anyways, these are the parts you need. And we're going to see what we can do, how we can figure this out. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take this end cap off here. This part will slide out, and then you're going to replace these O-rings. This is the pump cap right here. And then I think this is the valve. You'll replace that. So we're going to see what we can do about getting this back together and working, but hang in there, and we'll see what we can do. I don't know how much of this I'm going to film, to be honest, because I can't. I don't want this to be too long, but we'll film the most important parts. So hang in there. We'll be back. All right, adventurers. So number one is you're going to knock out this pin. This is a roll pin. I've already got this pretty much started, so we'll just do the rest of it. And there we go, right there. So, all right. Let's get that taken care of. That should come out. I'm gonna have to remove the front sight part here. Looks like we got a fairly good supply of rust, so we're going to clean that up when we do get to that. Let's go ahead and take out the guts. There we go. All right, and I believe this is the part that we are looking to replace right here. Yep, that is the pump cup. And I'm told the harder it is, the more likelihood that that's your issue and that needs to be replaced. So now this is pretty, I don't know if this was oiled before or what, but we're going to go ahead and clean this all up either way. There we go. So that is the part that we're going to replace. That's that right there. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and clean this up. and then go ahead and replace that. Hang it there. All right, folks. So we have gone and I have tried to clean this up a bit as much as I could while we have this out. Got some of the old grease off. We're going to put a little bit of new grease on. Not a lot. I don't think we really need a lot on here. Just some on here. I did also, by the way, I went through and just tried to clean this up a little bit with some steel wool, some very fine steel wool. I'm not going to. I could blow it. I'm not going to, at least right now. Now these old types, they had this this thing in the middle here. This I don't know what you would call it. Now this one has. It looks like this one has separated. I did find again some more rust underneath there, so I went through under there and cleaned that, oiled that up a bit. I don't think I'm going to replace this. I'm just going to kind of put it back as it is. I think it's okay. But all right, so this is our new pump cup. We're just going to put that in there. You could tell this one's way more squishy than the old one. Old one's really hard. So I kind of think that's probably what the issue is here. So with that, I'm just going to put this back in. All right, adventurers, we are back. So took a little more persuading than I thought to get that roll pin back in. I would suggest you fully extend the arm when you do that. And I, for some reason, had better luck going in on the right hand side. I don't know if that's a thing or not. But anyways, so when it's back in, you can see a lot more pressure now. And we'll try it again. See, nothing in there. Don't worry. And a lot of pressure. Much better now. So I think that pretty much solved our problem. Definitely solved our problem. So that is, I would say, is back good working order. Now we do have some other parts here, some O-rings and such. I'll probably go ahead and put those in. I'm not going to take you through that adventure. That's, from what I understand, quite a bit of work getting these off. We may or may not do that. As I said, I think it's in pretty good working order now. But so anyways, this is a Crosman 1377. It's the American Classic. And pretty much believe this is one of the older models, although I don't think it is the oldest. It does have, I'm pretty sure that is a plastic receiver, and it's got this plastic separator in the middle as well. Pretty sure that is plastic, but it does have the old type cocking mechanism where you pull back, and it's got the older grips and forearm. So pretty nice example. And these are great for, any kind of plinking that you might want to do. Now these this one, like I said, the 17 grain ones, I did get some hollow points for it. These are good for, like I said, for target practice or something. I suppose it'd be, I don't know what you could, if you wanted to hunt with one of these, maybe squirrels or something. Could they be useful in some sort of zombie apocalypse?
These creatures, these zombies or whatever the hell they are swarming the city.
Maybe, a lot of people talk about pellet rifles being able to be food getters. I suppose that is possibly true. I don't know, I don't know how far you would go with something like that or how far up the food chain you could get. I suppose they would be useful, like I said, for very small game. Other than that, I don't know. I think the 22s might be more useful for that kind of thing. With the little 17s, I just don't know. I don't know what you'd be able to take with one of those. Yeah, I would fear that probably, something like very small game, like squirrels and such, it's probably going to be your max. I don't know. Maybe, what else you could hope for. But would this break? Like would this go through the skull of something a little larger, like a fox or, certainly, I don't know. Coyote, I doubt it. I don't know. We'd have to see. Maybe we could do some testing on that. But, it certainly is good. Would it get you some protein? I'm sure it probably would. But, I don't know. It's questionable, I guess I would say. Although I'm certain people probably have, maybe fed their families on something like this. But again, I would guess more the 22 than the 17. But, maybe we'll do a little testing. We'll do some milk jugs and see how far they would penetrate. You never know. So anyways, folks, that is it. That is a repair on the Crosman 1377 Classic. And keep joining us. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave any questions, comments, or requests that you have down there. If you'd like to see this at the range, or if you have any suggestions for what I should do with this, please let me know down below. So that's it, folks. I think that's about all I have for you on this task. This is Tack Nerd signing out.